Just more fruit.
Sir is a tourist, see? I've got everything for senior tourists like you. Old statues and talismans, everything very old and authentic.
Right.
Just look around. I got everything you can imagine. Or would you rather care for something to eat?
No thanks, but I kinda like that statue over there. It looks old. Where'd you get it?
Everything is old. Everything is authentic. See.
I'll take it. How much does it cost?
$30. It is very old. $30, see?
30's too much. I'll give you 10.
$20. This statue is authentic and very old, see?
Okay, $20.
Why don't you take these granules for free? They make for a very good oil. Burns nice.
Here's the money. Keep the granules to yourself.
Muchas gracias, senor.
It looks old. That's why I bought it in the marketplace. I need to go to the Temple of Dawn, but I don't have any means of transportation arranged, and there's no way to get there by foot. I noticed a Jeep outside. Do you happen to know who it belongs to? I'd like to rent it.
It's mine. Just borrow it. It's been quite some time since somebody last drove it. I'd love to go with you, just like it was the old days. But I must stay in the shop.
I understand. Thanks for the Jeep.
No problem.
The shelf is full of pond stuff. Most of it is useless junk. There is nothing to talk about. I followed the path as George described it, and soon the silhouette of the monumental Temple of Dawn was before me. A typical tourist.
Hi there, friend. My name's Archie. Well, it's Archibald, in fact, but call me Archie. Have you come to admire the beauty of the temple too?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
This place is wonderful, don't you think? It's also exciting and monumental. You know, I longed to go on this journey for years. I managed to save some money and, well, here I am at last. It's too bad Alice couldn't join me for this wonderful trip. I mean, my wife, Alice. You see, she just loves Mexico.
How come you're alone here?
I got a bit delayed. The others already left. Hey, just occurred to me. Could I ask you for a favour? Oh, you see, my wife and I would be extremely delighted if I could at least bring back a picture of that pyramid. You know, she having to stay home and all. Come on.
Well, what prevents you from taking it?
I've already shot 2 rolls of film on the pyramid and its surroundings, but I'd like a picture of the inside too. That would be a real gem to us.
I'd be glad to help you with that, but I've got enough problems of my own.
Come on, mate. It won't cost you anything, and you'll make my wife so happy. She was looking forward to coming here so much, and then had to stay home. She's sick, you see.
Why don't you take the picture yourself anyway?
That archaeologist has given me an hard time. He won't even talk about letting me take photographs in the pyramid. But maybe you could convince him.
Okay then, I'll try, but I'm not promising anything, agreed?
Great! Oh, that's amazing! I really appreciate it. Hey, when you're back, I'll give you something in return. Something I found not far away from that smaller pyramid.
All right, wait here, but it's gonna take me a while.
No problem. There's no way I'd leave without that picture anyway.
A sense of coldness is coming out of it. It has to go really deep. There's no way to see the bottom. There's water at the bottom. Maybe there used to be a supply of drinkable water here sometime in the past. A precisely shaped opening in the stone. The statue is too big. It won't go through the opening. It doesn't fit in there. Nothing happened. The Temple of Dawn, a monumental piece of architecture.
What are you doing here?
I'd like to examine the inside of the temple. Very interesting, isn't it?
Sorry, but I can't be stuck here explaining the Mayan history to tourists.
Oh, no, you got that all wrong. We're basically colleagues.
Really?
I studied archaeology and linguistics in France and North America.
In that case, you are welcome, colleague, if you don't mind my addressing you that way. Please, accept my apology. One does not run into too many kindred spirits around here.
That's okay, I can understand you need to concentrate.
Yes, that's true. My name is Paul Vasquez.
Martin Holan, how do you do?
I've spent the last few days trying to understand this text that speaks of the grave of an ancient king, or more accurately, the immortal king. Maybe you could help me out. What do you think?
Gladly, why not? I quickly made friends with Paul. He appreciated my knowledge. The relief took us a lot of time, but in the end, our studiousness paid off. The ancient text spoke of a god who shall return as immortal to bring his people back to the swing of prosperity in the new age.
I really can't thank you enough, Martin. I was stuck with the text for 3 days until you showed up.
Oh, don't mention it.
I will just finish my notes and wrap it up for today. May I invite you for dinner under the open sky? Just my way of saying thanks. How about this evening, down in the camp?
Thanks, but I can't do it this evening. I'll have to turn down your invitation.
That's a pity. Well, feel free to let me know if you change your mind, though.
Thank you. Old symbols are engraved around the prism, one for each season of the year. I've got a small favor to ask, Paul. I'd like to take a picture of the inside of the temple, if you don't mind.
I can't exactly say I'm keen on that, but okay. You've helped me, and I owe you. But could you do one more thing for me?
Sure.
I need from the main site certain stone scraps that we found not long ago. I'd like to compare them with my notes. All you need to do is tell my colleague that I've sent you.
I understand.
I'd ask him myself, but I don't want him to leave the site for the tourists to mess about, you see.
Of course, I'll bring them.
Thanks.
Here you go, the inside of the pyramid in all its glory.
Amazing! My Alice and I thank you very much.
You're welcome, that was nothing, really.
Here, take this object I told you about. It looks old and no use to me. Hey, and thanks again. I've got to pack up and arrange for some sort of transportation in my group.
Bye, and thanks.
No problem. Cheers. Have a great day.
Good day.
More like a pretty hot day. Where have you come from? You don't look as if you've been here long.
Yes, I arrived yesterday. My name is Martin.
And my name is Pierre. I work here together with Paul and Pedro, our assistant. We've only been here for about a month, not having received our grant too long ago.
And have you found anything interesting yet?
Everything I find is interesting to me. When I imagine I am the first man after thousands of years to hold these things, that's really an amazing feeling.
Oh, I can certainly relate to that. But I have to go now. I don't want to stall you. Good luck with your work here.
Thanks.
Paul sent me to fetch something for him.
Yes, I know. He already let me know on the radio. I've put it all over there. Just bring him the whole box. And please, be careful. Those scraps are very fragile.
Sure, I'll watch out. Greetings. How's work going?
Well, I guess it would be much better if the weather wasn't as hot. Goddamn forest. Why does the way to the treasure always have to be the worst one? And those mosquitoes, they drive me nuts. One doesn't get to take proper rest even at night.
The way to the treasure?
What? Is that what I say? It must be the heat and all. I mean, the path to knowledge. Archaeology is a beautiful science, am I right?
Certainly, but I don't think it suits you too well. No offense intended.
What you mean?
Take those clothes of yours, for instance. This is your first time in a forest, isn't it?
Well, that's because of my allergy. And none of your business, really. Don't you want something to drink instead of chit-chat?
No, I wouldn't.
A pity. And my tongue tends to stick to my palate all the time.
What's that you're working on, anyway?
We're uncovering the grave of a Mayan king.
What, here? A little inappropriate place, isn't it? You don't know too much about archaeology, do you?
I'm digging 5 feet in the ground, cleaning rocks with a brush, and it seems to you that I don't know what I'm doing?
Exactly. The Mayan kings would not be buried in the ground. Can you see this huge thing right next to us? It's called a pyramid. And this is where the Mayan kings lie.
Okay, you're right. Archaeology isn't exactly my cup of tea. Frankly, I find it pretty annoying. In fact, I'm sick of it.
So, what are you doing here?
Very well then. I'll tell you why I'm here. It's not like I can do this on my own anyway. But not a word to anyone else about this. Is that clear?
I'll keep my mouth shut.
I didn't come to dig through this filth. I'm not loco like those other two. I am here to get rich so that I can spend the rest of my life doing nothing. And this pyramid holds more gold than I have ever dreamed of.
Okay. I'll tell you something, too. My only goal here is to get inside that pyramid.
Sounds like we can help each other out, eh?
Works for me.
But I get the larger share.
I'm not interested in gold.
What? You expect me to believe that?
Well, it's a long story. You'll just have to believe me.
Alright, suits me. Listen up. I think I know how to get inside. I found a type of opening mechanism.
Okay, we'll do it tonight. I have no time to waste.
Agreed. The sooner I disappear, the better. Come to the temple entrance after nightfall. I will be waiting.
I'll be there.
Stop talking to me now before my colleague becomes suspicious.
Miscellaneous objects from the site, mostly pottery. Most likely they'll end up in a museum after they've been restored. Here's the stuff you wanted me to bring from the site.
Excellent. Thanks. Can you put it on the ground carefully?
Sure. The sun lent its name to this temple. It symbolizes the immortal guardian of the temple. This statue hosts a drum of some sort, and it doesn't seem to belong here. It won't move. It snapped into place perfectly. It snapped into place perfectly, but nothing happened. When I hold it in my hands, I have a strange feeling.
I've been waiting for you here. It's getting dark and I wanted to make sure our agreement held.
Definitely. I'll return in a few hours. Where exactly will you be?
Don't worry. I will find you.
As you wish.
See you in about 3 hours.
I return to the village to while away the time before the arranged meeting with Pedro. I will return after the Temple of Dawn is covered by nightfall.
Senor Holen. Senor, come over here.
What do you want from me, kid?
I have a message for you.
A message? From who?
You're Martin Holen, right? I'm not supposed to tell anyone else, you see.
Yes, that's me. Where do you know my name from?
I can tell you that, but you look the way he describes, so listen up. You are supposed to go to Rosie's pub right after I tell you this. When you arrive there, you will understand.
Hold on. Who sent you with this message? What did he look like?
I mustn't say anything, and I won't. Adios, senor.
Wait a second. Nobody knows me around here. Who could possibly know that I'm here?
Hey, senor! Only guests invited by Madame Rose herself are permitted to enter.
Is this another gambler's day or what? I was under the impression that this only applied to last night. I've still got the token if you want to see it.
Ah, it's you, senor. I didn't recognize you at first. Feel free to go inside and have whatever you like.
Thanks. That's one of them. How could he have found me here this fast? It's too late to get lost now. My only choice is to find out why he wants to talk to me.
Come closer. I've been waiting for you. Surprised?
What do you want from me?
I take that as a yes, but let me fill you in. What you see is a crushed old man for whom everything has gone wrong. I was naive and I hoped that I could finish my work after so many years. Yes, that's how it is. I'm an old lunatic.
Why did you want to meet me?
I know you might not believe me, but I want to make up for what I've caused. And also warn you.
It isn't that long since you tried to kill me, and now you're saying you want to help?
Yes,
You must believe me. At this point, I have nothing to lose.
my work must die with me.
Suppose I listen to you. What do you want me to do?
You need to visit the White Bear, the oldest of the Mayan. Only he can show you the path to the last machine of life, which you must destroy.
I have zero incentive to trust you. There's no way I'd cooperate with you.
But that would be a mistake.
You killed my uncle. Why on earth should I trust you?
It's my son whose hands are stained with blood, not me. I would never have killed your uncle. I respect people who have devoted their lives to science, like me.
Where is your son now?
That I do not know. He's decided to find the machine of life on his own. You see, the hunger for wealth has stunned his mind. Find the White Bear. I'll show you where he lives.
Well, I'll think about it.
Now go. Unfortunately, my life is at its end, but you must continue. Find the machine and destroy it. Society is not ready. I finally got to understand that today.
Okay, I'll find him and hear him out, but I can't promise anything more.
Do what you have to. Farewell.
Farewell. I didn't know if it was another trap, but something was making me believe it wasn't, not this time. Several men saw me through a small settlement of only a few huts. They acted as if the arrival of a complete stranger was an expected event. And so I entered the greatest of all the huts to meet the oldest of these men, White Bear.
Come closer. I have been waiting for you. Please, sit down.
So you know who I am.
Yes, I do not know your face, but the old prophecy shall soon be fulfilled. You are the white man who comes from the world behind the infinite ocean. The messenger who joins the long-lost symbols of life. The white stranger who awakens the gods to life again. You are the messenger of the gods.
I don't think I'm quite the person you're talking about. I've come here only to fulfill my uncle's dream. To prove that extraterrestrial life exists.
The prophecy does not lie. You are here to remedy what your people spoiled many years ago. White people, you have to unite the symbols of life and so bring Anunnaki back to the world of those who are alive.
But how? What symbols?
You already hold two of them in your hands. I can feel their presence. Yes, that is the great key of life. All that is left to be done is to obtain the last one and unite their power. That is the goal of your further steps. The prophecy is clear.
What happens when I've got all three of those?
You do not need to know more until then. I will tell you what you have longed to know so much when the time is right.
How do I find the last key?
I cannot influence the prophecy. You must find a way by yourself. That is all I will say.
The journey to White Bear and back to the village took me several hours. It's time to get some equipment and prepare for the rendezvous with Pedro. I could use some equipment I could rely on, like ropes, lamps, that kind of stuff.
Ach, you needn't say more. I've got everything you could ever need for a proper expedition. I've been through quite a number of them myself.
I know, Francois told me about your traveling on many occasions.
Ah, those were the times. Oh well, today is today. I'll get it all ready for you over the day and leave it here on the counter. Will that do?
Perfectly, thanks. I was glad to take a rest after an exhausting day. After Mexico sank in the darkness of the night, I descended the stairs to pick up the equipment that George had prepared.